Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing this makeup look using Dose of Colors eyeshadows. Now I have never tried Dose of Colors eyeshadows and let me just say I am in love at first sight. When I saw these palettes that launched, there's like a total of 4 palettes. There's a berry toned one, a mauve one, a brown one, and then this sienna one. I just knew I needed to have them. So yeah, I was just I I put a bunch of makeup in my Ulta cart, and then whenever I'm going to check out, I would take them out. And finally, I decided I would get them, and I do not regret it. And this is what the colors look like. Yeah, I really like this eyeshadow palette, and it does have the names on the back. So in case you're wondering, it does have the names on the back. So it retails for $32. And yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say. I am wearing Time Los Angeles synthetic lashes. I am wearing the new Tarte foundation. So yeah, if you guys want to see this get ready with me, just keep on watching and we will get right into the video. So first I'm going to start off by applying some moisturizer. And the moisturizer that I've been applying is this is the H2O Beauty Oasis. I'm going to use that. I'm actually getting an order in from Ulta today, and I ordered my Clinique moisturizer. I'm just going to apply a little tiny bit of my... So yeah, I'm just applying a little tiny bit. So I did order an eye cream that should be coming in today, and I'm super excited about my order coming in today because I ordered a bunch of good stuff that I want to use on video for you guys. So I'm going to be applying what I've been applying lately to my under eye area before applying any concealer. So I like to apply this oil elixir 5 to 10 minutes before I do my under eye concealer, just because it really helps with the dryness I've been getting on that area. It quickly absorbs into the skin. It doesn't... I just work it in with my finger, pressing it onto the eye area. So in today's video, I'm going to be trying out a new foundation. Now, I didn't want to do a review of it on its own just because it's a very controversial foundation, but I wanted to try out the formula, the issue with the color range when they released it. I didn't, when I ordered this foundation, I didn't know about the color range, or anything that they had released. So I was going to return it actually, but then I thought, well, let me just try it out, see if they release more colors and if they give an explanation to certain things, and I'll use it in a video. So yeah, they did release, more shades and all, which doesn't, it's still you should have done that in the first place. Don't rush things, release them just because, I understand that people would be upset about the color range. Not everyone was included for this foundation. I mean, there are so many fair light shades, and then there's one tan shade and a couple darker shades, which now they do have more, but I'm a light skin toned, and I have a sister who is a very deep skin toned, and I can see how that would have been a huge problem for her if she would have wanted this foundation. So I'm just putting out my personal opinion on this matter, but I'm going to try it out in the video just because I have it here still, and we'll see what it does. So I do have to do some stuff today, so I'm going to be applying some primer. So I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base. And just work it into my skin. My throat is hurting so bad, like I've been coughing a lot. First of all, I know there's two formulas. So I got the Tarte Shape Tape Matte Foundation. I didn't want to get the other one just because I think it was like water-based, and I don't really have many water-based primers. Actually, I don't even think I have a water-based primer. So this is a matte formula, and it is in light neutral. So now it comes with like one of those applicators, like the concealers. It's basically like a big version of the concealer, the packaging. So yeah, I just thought I would get light neutral because it's, still winter and I'm pretty fair right now. I'm really not the biggest fan of these type of foundation applicators because I don't like to have to be dipping into it over and over. I'm just blending it into my skin with my Equal Tools brush, not Real Techniques. So far I think it looks good. This sponge blends foundation really easily. So I don't know if it's the foundation that, is really easy to blend or if it's just a sponge. But, I feel like the foundation isn't, very thick anyways. It doesn't feel heavy or anything. It's a pretty thin consistency. Okay, so yeah, I don't think it looks heavy at all. I don't feel like it's a very full coverage, what I applied. So I'm glad that it's not, because I am going to the doctors and I feel like, when I do my eyes, I'm going to look very, extra. So I don't want, the whole face looking super, full coverage. Yeah. It is currently 10:04. Okay, so now I'm just going to really just blend that oil into the skin, press it in, and remove the excess. Apply some corrector. So the corrector I'm going to be applying is this salmon one right here from the Makeup Forever palette, the Pro Sculpting palette in number 30, which has a contour shade, color corrector, highlighter, and illuminator. So yeah, I've been having sleeping issues, so I really need the correcting right now. I'm also going to use the more matte concealer-like one. So I'm going to just pat it. And just press it in. So now I'm going to take the Makeup Forever HD concealer. I'm just going to apply a little bit more to this area right here. feel like I need a little bit more concealing. Alright, so I'm going to use the brushes that came in my BoxyCharm. We got 3 brushes. So yeah, we got 3 brushes in our BoxyCharm this month. And this one is like a powder brush, I'm guessing. And, or like blush brush. This one seems like a concealer or contour brush. Yeah, like a contour brush. Oh yeah, and then you get the concealer brush, which is like a flatter type of brush, which is not usually what I apply concealer with, but you know, it's nice to have more brushes. So I'm going to set my under eye area with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm not going to bake or anything. I'm just like pressing in the powder. And also like on the smile lines. So now to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus. I'm going to try it out with this brush that came in the kit. Just because you don't want to have any wet foundation or anything, any wet concealer. That way your other products go on smoothly on your face, like your bronzer, your blush, highlight, everything. Now for my bronzer, I'm going to be using the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. It's bronzing up my cheeks. Now with the smaller brush, I'm just going to be a little bit more defined. Just on this area. And always take it like behind your ear. Is prep my eyes with my brand new MAC Prolongor Concealer. Finally got a new one because my old one was just really crusty and it was basically gone, but I was, you know, trying to save the last little bit. So I'm just going to apply that concealer, and I've been wearing this foundation like since I applied it at 10:05. So I don't know if I oh sorry. So if I look a little like oily, that is why. Like my lip color is completely worn out. And now I'm going to set that skin toned base with a skin toned eyeshadow. And as always, I use Blonde Type by MAC just because that one is my favorite. So I am really excited for the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using today because I've been wanting to try out Dose of Colors eyeshadows for the longest time. This one is in Sassy Sienna. So yeah, that's what the packaging looks like. So yeah, that's the actual packaging right there. I really like it. There are 4. This is the Sassy Siennas. There's also the Marvelous Mauves, I believe, or something like that. And then the berry one, and the brown ones. And it does come with like a little brush. There are these shades. Aren't they just like really, really gorgeous? And yeah, so I think I'm going to start off with this shade because that's the lightest and that's perfect for the crease. Let me show you guys. It does have a little bit of uh, powder kick up when you put your brush in there. As you can see, my brush is like fully loaded with color. So yeah, I'm just going to apply it into my crease and just go back and forth as always. And then just make sure it's well blended. Now, like I said, this is the lightest color in the palette, so now I'm going to begin to like concentrate it on the outer half and then bring it inwards. Like that. They're very pigmented. I'm like barely tapping my brush in there. I like how it's blending out so far. It's really easy to blend out. Okay, so now I'm going to take this color right here, and then I will take this darker shade right. I'm going to first concentrate it on the outer portion of the eye. That's a really pretty color. I mean, it's pretty in the pan, but I didn't expect it to look so pretty on the eye. So just tapping it like that. So now I'm going to take this color right here, and this one is called Brassy. Concentrating it on the outer view of the eye, and then bringing it in. So before I continue to deepen up the outer corner of the eye with the darkest brown in the palette, I'm going to add something to the lid. So I'm going to be using this color right here by MAC, and it is called Yogurt, which is a very pretty pale pink. So again, this is Yogurt. I'm going to take the shade Brassy again. I'm just going to put brassy first and re-intensify this area. Basically help the two colors look blended. The light pale pink with the color that I'm applying. Take the last shade, which is called Stay Sassy. Now I'm taking the deep brown and I'm just patting it on the very outer corner. So I'm actually going to take the brush that it came with. I'm going to take the little pointy side and I'm just going to run the color brassy. I'm going to run the color brassy along the bottom lash line. Alright, so this is a final makeup look.